Hey, welcome back to Play and Trade Guitars. I'm John, that's Zach behind the camera, and this is Play and Trade Guitars, where we play it and trade it. Epiphone makes some fantastic ES, semi-hollow, and hollow body guitars, and I think it represents one of the best values in the guitar market, period. I'm going to break down the various models at different price points, and I'm going to give you my favorites. Stick with me to the end, and I'll give you my top 5 favorites from across the offerings. But at the top, remember, if you're in the market for a semi-hollow guitar or a hollow body jazz box, anything from Epiphone, remember to click to buy new gear using our link. In the States, you'll get fast free shipping, easy payment plans, and in Europe, you can use our Tolman link. All that helps us make these demos and videos, so thank you for buying new gear using our link. We're also giving away a Martin acoustic guitar made in America when we hit 100,000 subscribers. To win that guitar, just make sure you're subscribed. Do us a favor and hit subscribe right now if you haven't. Turn on notifications and make sure you're signed up via Gleam. That's also pinned in the comments or down below in the description. All right, let's kick it off with a look at the Epiphone semi-hollow and hollow body guitars. We're going to find guitars that are semi-hollow, meaning they're semi-acoustic, but they have a solid center block through the middle of the guitar. That compares to hollow body, where it's fully hollow with no center block. So believe it or not, Epiphone makes about 25 different guitars that fall into these categories, semi-hollow and hollow body. And if you really want to break it down simply, it's going to come down to this. Guitars that Epiphone made famous because they're Epiphone models, or Gibson guitars that Epiphone makes at an affordable price. Both have great choices, and we'll break that down now by price in both semi-hollow and hollow body offerings. So let's kick it off by looking at the semi-hollow options from Epiphone. Now for any of these, you can click the link to see current pricing and availability, but I'm just going to use round numbers and say that for around $600, you have your choice of the Epiphone 339, which is a smaller bodied guitar. You have the Epiphone 335 Dot at $599. That one's absolutely fantastic. And stick with me to the end because I'll give you my absolute favorites. I'll break that down at the end. And then for a little bit more, you can actually do the 335 Figured Top. This one in Blueberry Burst, very cool. Now we're going to step it up to a price range of around $800 to $900, and this is going to include what I call kind of the first artist tier of guitars. By artist tier, I mean at $899 you have guitars like the Marty Schwartz 335, the Jim James 70s 335 in walnut. I love that guitar. You have the Emily Wolf Sheridan, the White Wolf or the Stealth in black, which is very cool with the Trini Lopez diamond cuts as well. Also around this same price mark, you're going to have the very popular and versatile Epiphone Sheridan Pro 2. That's a great guitar with lots of switching capabilities and sonic options. You have the very popular Noel Gallagher Riviera. So you can also get the regular production Riviera at $699. Great choice there too. And then for a little more, you have the BB King Lucille. Fantastic guitars. And you also have the newly designed version of the Sheridan, which they did a beautiful job on with the frequencator tailpiece. Great pickups in that guitar. And fantastic choices. Again, you can see the exact pricing for these in our link below when you click to buy and shop. The final tier in this category is going to be around $1299, kind of the next higher tier of artist guitars. This is going to include the very popular Joe Bonamassa 1962 335. Fantastic guitar. You get the extra fun of having the Maestro Vibrola arm on that guitar. And then an absolute knockout that we just reviewed. You can watch this video along with many others on the channel. The Dave Grohl DG335. They knocked it out of the park with this one. Beautiful Pelham blue finish, the Firebird headstock, Trini Lopez cuts, a long requested guitar from many of you looking for the Dave Grohl at an affordable price tag. $1299 on that one. Fantastic hardshell case, Gibson USA pickups. I really knocked it out of the park. That's going to be a regular production guitar. And in fact, all these that I've talked about, I really like that Epiphone made these regular production guitars because they're going to continue to make them at affordable prices and you won't have to worry about them being limited releases. All right, any favorites in there? I'll tell you my favorites at the end, but drop a comment if any of those semi-hollows jump out to you. And if hollow body is more your thing, let's break that down now and talk about the hollow body offerings from Epiphone. Semi-hollow is going to have a center block down the middle and be semi-acoustic, but when we talk about hollow body guitars, we're talking fully hollow, and they can range from thinner, like the Casino, to thicker like a jazz box or the more rockabilly flavored Uptown Cat. Let's break down these models by price now. In the $500 to $600 range, in fact a few of these for under $500, you can get the Wildcat with a Bigsby, very cool. The Casino Coupe, which is a smaller bodied Casino, really cool. I'm not sure if you knew they made those, but really nice if you want a smaller footprint. You get the Casino with a ward finish instead of a gloss finish, under $500 bucks. And they can also get the Uptown Cat, which is really sharp. In the $699 to $799 range, you can get guitars like the ever popular and famous Casino, made famous by John Lennon among so many others. But I'll tell you what, the Casino in Natural is just a quintessential Epiphone guitar made famous by Epiphone, and you can get that for $6.99. Emperor Swingster, check out the finishes available with this. It's going to be, again, a more of a rockabilly flare guitar, awesome looking guitar, and great price too, around $800. When we step it up to the $999 or $1,000 mark, you're going to have a great choice here with the newly designed Broadway, and this is going to be a jazz box, fully hollow body, larger archtop guitar. Epiphone was made famous for their beautiful archtops way back in the day. In fact, they competed head on with Gibson, and they made some great archtops, and there's still some affordable archtops that you can grab today. And one of my favorites, so unique and so cool, is the 150th anniversary Zephyr Deluxe Regent big body jazz guitar. So cool with those unique Zephyr Deluxe pickups as well. Truly a throwback to the heyday of archtop guitars from Epiphone in the 1930s. All right, that's the list. You stuck with me to the end, so let me tell you my favorite guitars that I really think are worth buying now. And let's talk first about semi-hollow guitars. You're gonna have guitars like the Jim James 335, 70s 335, at a price tag of $899, hard shell case, fantastic aesthetic, and a fantastic feel and sound. Check out our demo on the guitar or any of these other ones. The Jim James I can't recommend enough. If you want something really dressed up, the 150th anniversary Sheridan is just stunning. It's beautiful. They went with some high-end appointments here, and the sound and feel is fantastic as well. I also really encourage you to check out the 335 Dot. At $599, it's one of the most affordable guitars, and if you only have to choose one semi-hollow guitar to have in your collection, as a grab-and-go guitar in the studio or for playing out at a great price, the 335 Dot at $599 is pretty hard to beat, and it's one of my favorites. On the other end of that price tier, I've also got to give a shout out in the $1299 range, two fantastic guitars here, really delivering for the price tag. The Joe Bonamassa 1962 335 with the Maestro Vibrola. I highly recommend the guitar, fantastic. And the one that we're all excited about, and really, yes, they did knock out of the park, which I absolutely recommend, the new Dave Grohl DG335, also at $1299. I think that's a great price for this guitar. Great high-end features, Gibson USA pickups, that beautiful Pelham blue finish, and that Trini Lopez treatment. I can't get enough of that one. They really nailed it, and I would definitely recommend that you check that out. One more passing favorite, I can't forget to mention the BB King Lucille. I love BB King's playing, and the Lucille is fantastic. You also get the Veritone switch with some really unique combinations of sounds. All right, let's talk about a few standouts for the hollow body category as well. Three essential guitars, if you ask me. First is the famous Casino, $699, great price tag. That natural finish, I think, is king. Beautiful guitar at $699, super affordable. The full John Lennon and Beatles vibe going on here with this guitar at a great price. And there's also a couple jazz boxes. If you want to own one jazz box, there's a couple great options. First of all, the Broadway at $999. It's similar to the now discontinued Joe Pass signature guitar that Epiphone did for many years. But the Broadway at $999 is a fantastic choice. It sounds great. And one very special guitar I have to go back to and tell you about again is the 150th anniversary Zephyr Deluxe Regent. Big body, classic throwback archtop guitar, the type of guitar that made Epiphone famous back in the day, and now you can own it at $1299. High-end appointments, hard shell case, and I don't know how much longer they're going to have those 150th anniversary guitars available, so I would grab those while you can. The whole collection is awesome, and we have a dedicated video on those as well. All right, what did you think of this list? Some of these are amongst my absolute favorite guitars that I've played in the new guitar market lately. Fantastic choices from Epiphone for semi-hollow, hollow body guitars. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know your favorites. Do you already own some of these, or which one do you plan to buy next? When you do buy your next guitar or any gear, remember to please buy using our link. It really helps us make these videos, and we can't thank you enough for doing that. And remember to be in it to win it. We're giving away that Martin acoustic when we hit 100,000 subscribers. So just hit subscribe now, turn on notifications, and enter via Gleam. All the information you need to know is pinned in the comments or down in the description. For Play and Trade Guitars, I'm John. That's Zach behind the camera. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. And check out demos across the channel for all these great guitars that we talked about. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.